All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is TJ Logan to return it. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
First carry now for Adrian Peterson. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Rosen looking to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Here we go now.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. And he's able to put it through. Butker now to kick this one away. With it on the return is Logan. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And now here comes Kansas City. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Marcus Golden. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now it's Peterson. There goes a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And Nelson's got it here right side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56. Watch him now, Barney. 56.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Detroit!
From the gun, it's Rosen. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, Rosen. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Justin Houston. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle deep. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Butker now to kick this one away. With it on the return is Logan. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge play there for Arizona. 47 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, all the way down at the 21-yard line. And off comes to Peterson. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd down, Rosen. And Gresham has it left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Rosen will throw. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. Accelerating, and off he goes. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ace! Ace!
On 3rd down. That's Hunt. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41.
Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And now it's Rosen looking. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Play action here with Rosen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Anthony Barr coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So they'll walk him back half the distance. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And it's taken in at the 9. And an alley to run. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But
and it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, and then he turned into a took the contact and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
On first down, Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Mahomes now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Now it's Hunt. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
I'll bet you as they ran out there for that play, the head coach either on his headset or he pulled him aside and told the special teams coordinator, whatever block you've got, pull it out of the bag right now. We need a spark.
When you could just feel it on their sideline, the air just kind of out of the balloon. Now maybe you're right, a spark, a little bit of hope.
That's when the special teams coordinator who works on this ad nauseum, I'm talking about morning, noon, and night, he tried to figure out, okay, where's my best opportunity? Which one do I have? And he pulled the right one and got his team going and hopefully back into the game.
Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with the tackle. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Gone!
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. This is taken in by Chad Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to go deep for Conley. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. And that one results in 35 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Marcus Golden in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. Lets it go for Nelson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken at the 3. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas, 97 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now it's Rosen. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert! Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Rosen to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Watch it there, Barney! Detroit! Leopard! Watch it there, Barney! Barney!
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Rosen. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Rosen off the play action. as he's taken down. D. Ford able to finally get him for a loss of 16. And it's going to lead to a fourth down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done. Now, this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. So that's going to push him back half the distance. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he is going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. This is Hunt. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
And some room to roam now. Space to maneuver at the 40. Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On second down, here's Rosen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
On third down, Rosen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. And they'll indeed go for it with Rosen. It's caught. Nelson. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rosen to throw again. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Over the middle, complete. It's Fitzgerald. And oh, he coughed it up. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And there he goes again. And he's all the way up across the 40 And down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Room here to run. And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 47 yards. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
With it on the return is Logan. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ron Parker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On the return is Peterson. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Number 28, Mike! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
7 yards on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. The Cardinals on 3rd down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Black 99. Blue, here we go. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Going deep for Benjamin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This is Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. right back to him on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Green 90. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
They'll toss it to Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The extra point up and good. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. And it was the Patriots that wound up winners in that one. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. With it on the return is Logan. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And they take a knee. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Kansas City, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.